The rain hammered against the corrugated metal roof of Santos Auto Repair like 1,000 urgent fingers. Maya pressed herself against the brick wall of the alley, her designer heels sinking into a puddle as she gasped for breath. Behind her, she could hear voices, her father's security team, closing in. Asterisk, check every building on this block. Asterisk, her heart pounded. 3 hours ago, she'd been standing in her family's mansion, staring at the wedding dress hanging in her room. 3 hours ago, her father had informed her that tomorrow she would marry Victor Chen, a business associate twice her age, to secure a merger worth billions. 3 hours ago, Maya Sharma had been the obedient daughter of real estate magnate Rai Sharma, worth an estimated $4.2 billion. Now, she was just a terrified woman in a torn Valentino gown. Running. Asterisk, the side door of the garage stood slightly ajar, a sliver of yellow light cutting through the darkness. Without thinking, Maya slipped inside. Asterisk, the garage smelled of motor oil and old coffee. Fluorescent lights buzzed overhead, illuminating a 1987 Honda Civic, elevated on a hydraulic lift. Beneath it, a man in stained coveralls lay on a creeper, wrench in hand. "We're closed," he called out without looking. "Please." The word came out as a whisper. "Please, I need help." Asterisk, the creeper rolled out, revealing a man in his late 20s with dark, curly hair and grease smudged across his cheekbone. His brown eyes widened as he took in her appearance, the muddy designer gown. The terror in her eyes, the way she trembled. Asterisk, what happened? "Are you hurt?" He was on his feet instantly, approaching carefully, as if she might bolt. Asterisk, there are men looking for me. I just need somewhere to hide for a few hours. Please, I'll pay you anything. Asterisk, he glanced toward the front windows, where flashlight beams swept past. Come on. He grabbed her hand, his palm rough with calluses, and pulled her toward the back of the garage, through a door marked private. Asterisk, they emerged into a small living space that made Maya's heart sink with his humility. A narrow bed with a worn quilt, a kitchenette with a hot plate, a small television on a crate. This was someone's entire world, smaller than her walk-in closet. Asterisk, bathrooms there if you need it, he said, pointing. I'm Diego, by the way. Diego Martinez. Asterisk, Maya. She wrapped her arms around herself. Thank you. I'm sorry to intrude like this. Asterisk, those men, they're not going to hurt you, are they? Should I call the police? Asterisk, no. No police? Please. It's ... complicated. Asterisk, Diego studied her for a long moment, then nodded. Okay? But you're safe here. I promise. Okay? Asterisk, something in his voice, the simple sincerity made Maya's eyes burn with unexpected tears. When was the last time someone had promised her safety without wanting something in return? Asterisk, for the next 3 days, Maya lived in Diego's tiny apartment above the garage. She learned that he'd inherited the failing business from his uncle, that he worked 16-hour days trying to keep it afloat, that he dreamed of one day expanding but couldn't afford the equipment he needed. Asterisk. She also learned that he made terrible coffee but excellent scrambled eggs, that he sang off-key to old salsa music while working, and that he had a smile that made her forget, for brief moments, the life she'd left behind. Asterisk, you never told me what you're running from, Diego said on the third evening. They sat on the floor of his apartment, sharing takeout Chinese food from mismatched plates. Asterisk, Maya set down her chopsticks. An arranged marriage. My father wants me to marry someone I don't love. Someone who sees me as an asset, not a person. Okay? Asterisk, that's medieval. Jaco's jaw tightened. You have every right to refuse. Asterisk, you don't understand. In my world, family obligations, business interests, they matter more than personal happiness. Asterisk, then your world is wrong. He said it so simply, as if it were the most obvious truth. Asterisk, Maya felt something crack open in her chest. She'd grown up surrounded by people who justified, who rationalized, who explained why personal sacrifice was necessary. Diego just saw the unfairness of it and called it out. Asterisk that night. Lying on Diego's bed while he slept on the floor, he'd insisted Maya made a decision. In the morning, she would tell him the truth. All of it. But morning brought something else. Maya woke to raised voices. Through the thin walls, she heard Diego talking to someone. Asterisk, I don't know where she is, sir. I haven't seen anyone. Asterisk, she crept to the door, peering through the crack. Her father stood in the garage, flanked by 2 security guards. His silver hair was perfectly combed, his suit impeccable. He looked exactly as he always did, powerful, controlled, unmovable. Asterisk, the trail leads here, Rajesh Sharma said coldly. My daughter is worth billions. If you're hiding her, thinking you can extort money from me. Asterisk, I said, I haven't seen her. Diego's voice remained steady, but Maya could see his hands clench into fists. Search the place, her father ordered. Maya's breath caught. If they found her now, everything Diego had done, the risk he'd taken, would be for nothing. She grabbed her phone with shaking hands and did what she should have done days ago. She called her father. Asterisk, stop. She walked out, head high, wearing Diego's old sweatshirt over her ruined dress. I'm here. Call them off. Asterisk, her father's face transformed relief, then fury. Maya, thank God. Do you have any idea what you've put this family through? Asterisk, I'm not marrying Victor. We'll discuss this at home. Come now. No. She moved to stand beside Diego, who looked between them with dawning comprehension. I'm not going back. Not unless you listen to me. Really, listen. Asterisk. Maya, Diego whispered. What's happening? Asterisk. She turned to him, her eyes apologetic. I wasn't completely honest with you. My full name is Maya Sharma. My father is Rajesh Sharma. I should have told you. Asterisk. She watched understanding flood his face, followed by something that looked like hurt. You're the Sharmas, the real estate empire. Asterisk. I'm sorry. I wanted to tell you. I was going to tell you. Starisi. Diego took a step back. So this whole time, you've been... God, I've been feeding you takeout while you probably own half the restaurants in the city. Asterisk. It doesn't matter. That life, that money, none of it matters compared to asterisk Maya. Enough of this drama, her father interrupted. You're coming home, okay? Asterisk, actually. A new voice cut in. She's an adult who can make her own choices. Asterisk. Diego stepped forward, positioning himself between Maya and the security guards. He was trembling. Slightly. Maya could see it, but his voice didn't waver. Asterisk, sir. I don't know anything about arranged marriages or business deals, but I know that in the 3 days your daughter has been here, I've seen her smile for what I'm guessing is the first time in a long time. I've seen her relax, eat terrible Chinese food, laugh at my bad jokes. And if you take her back to that life without listening to what she wants, you're not protecting her. You're imprisoning her. The garage fell silent, except for the rain still pattering on the roof. Rajesh Sharma studied Diego with an expression Maya couldn't read. Then, slowly, he turned to her. Asterisk, is this what you want? To throw away your responsibilities, your family's legacy, for, what? A garage. Asterisk. Maya looked at Diego, this man who'd risked everything for a stranger, who saw her as a person before he knew she was an heiress, who believed she deserved happiness as if it were a birthright rather than a luxury. Asterisk. I want a choice, she said quietly. That's all I've ever wanted. To choose my own path, my own partner, my own life. And yes, maybe that includes this garage. Maybe it includes someone who sees me, not my bank account. Asterisk. Her father was quiet for a long moment. Then, unexpectedly, his shoulders sagged. You look like your mother when you say that. She was stubborn too, he sighed. No marriage. We'll find another way to handle the Chen deal. But you need to come home. We need to talk. Really, talk. Asterisk Maya felt tears slip down her cheeks. Okay, but I'm coming back here. If, dot dot dot. She looked at Diego. If that's all right with you? Asterisk. Diego's expression softened. You're always welcome here, Maya. Billionaire or not. Asterisk. As Maya left with her father, she looked back at the small garage with its flickering neon sign. In trying to escape one life, she'd stumbled into another. And somehow, in that grease-stained sanctuary, she'd found something her billions had never bought her. Someone who valued her for exactly who she was. Asterisk. 2 months later, Santos Auto Repair received an anonymous investment that allowed Diego to finally expand. The donor had one condition, that Diego keep one parking spot reserved, always, for a regular customer who drove a beat-up Toyota and made terrible coffee, but was learning to make excellent scrambled eggs. Asterisk. Some sanctuaries Maya had learned were worth returning to.